After finding the mine, we decided to do a little bit of research on the house because we think it might be older than what we thought. We thought it was about 100-year-old. Now this looks like a recent scratching in the wall. It says 1950, which then puts the house at pre-1951, which is obviously more saleable in Portugal because it doesn't need an official habitation licence. We have got one for this place, but yeah, so I'll take you through what we found out. So first of all, we have lots and lots of these, if you can see that, like donkey shoes, horseshoes in the walls. Now years ago they used to put these in to ward evil spirits off, and I think for good luck. So we have lots of these all over the outside wall and a couple on the inside wall. So that's the first thing. The second thing is the thickness of the walls. They're about 70 centimetres thick, and this room had a dirt floor, so the animals would have been kept down here, so the heat rose to the living floor up there. Very typical of old Portuguese houses. The other thing, when we moved in, this was an actual hole in the wall, and I've blocked that off, but it had a chicken coop that were raised up off the ground, made out of sticks, and that's a very, very old way of keeping chickens. And also in this room, when we was digging up the floor on this side, we found signs of post holes. So this side must have been sectioned into like stables for different animals. Cats. Another thing was these beams that are obviously made out of an old chestnut tree, and this is what they used to use for the main joists. And these were shaped with an adze rather than modern machinery. Another telltale sign, this is on the upper floor. All these walls wattle and daub, and in here, I'll turn the light on, if you can see, this was the former kitchen with the old fireplace, and they used to cook and smoke things in here. So yeah, this is a very untouched room. We've just give it a lick of white paint, and there's also no water. But there was no water or sanitation in this house at all, and a rudimentary kitchen with like 1 unit and a little sink. So no bathroom at all, no plumbed in kitchen. And when we were renovating this bit of the wall here, we found a doll's or a baby's bonnet, another old tradition. So that got limed back into the wall. We just put that back where we found it. But that's another sign it's a lot older than we actually thought. As you can see from that rock there, it's got chisel marks. So most of the stones we think were quarried from that little, what we call pond area at the end of the garden, because it's got the same marks. So, and that's what they used to do. They used to use materials that they had available. So the stones and the big wood beams all came from this local area. Another telltale sign with these steps built on the outside to access the upper floor, so the animals were separate to the living quarters up there. So when we put all this information into AI, she actually came back with this house being 300-year-old plus. So yeah, everything that we described about the house when we moved in, she just confirmed it were older, or AI confirmed it was older. So yeah, we were about 200 and odd year out.
Our friends at Thermomate have very kindly sent us this Thermomate electric storage water heater. This model is the ES10DE, and it's an under-counter water storage heater. Electric, obviously, 230, 240 volt, so it just runs off mains. It's 10 litre capacity. It comes with a fitting kit for under counter if you want it on a wall mounted. Everything's in here, and it has a very, very comprehensive manual, not only showing you the fitting, the operation, the spec of it, and comes with 2-year warranty, which is great. I'll get it out and show you what it looks like. So this is it. It's really quite sturdy. So it has a cold water inlet and a hot water outlet, which obviously goes to your tap. Yeah, it's really quite a nice thing, and it's so welcome for us. This house has probably never had running hot water. It's always had to be boiled over the fire, or like we do, we have to boil a kettle to get some hot water. It's a game changer. No more freezing cold hands when you're doing the washing up. This is the Thermomate plumbed in. We have the hot water outlet up to the tap, and we have the cold water inlet with the safety valve on it. We're all plumbed in, as you've seen. The light's on, which shows it's working, and we've turned the heating element up. So it's been sat there for 5 minutes just warming through. Moment of truth. See the steam? Wow, ow, it's really quite hot.
Yay!
We have hot water. Thank you very, very much, Thermomate. We now have hot running water, which makes such a difference to us. It's absolutely brilliant. I know everybody is used to having hot water, it's just there on tap, but we haven't had that for 2 years. So, if you would like to get your hands on one of these Thermomate water storage heaters, we'll put the link in the description below.
This side is now grouted and the worst of it cleaned off. We will, when we've finished everything, we will give it a really good clean. And this side we grouted this morning, so we've just got to, had its first clean, so we just need to let it go off and then I'll give it a proper good clean. So yes, now we have to move this lot so I can grout this floor. I've managed to grout all this bit just down to there, and it'll get a bit dark around here, but this is all now grouted. We have one tile to put in there that we forgot about, but yep, that will be done ASAP. And all the way under the pool table and right up to that corner over there, and I've run out of grout. Rob's just put these props in place to give us an idea of where the walls will be, and we've decided to change things around a little bit. So we were originally going to have this part from the stone column as a utility room, but it makes more sense to have it closer to the kitchen at that side. So this beam, this big beam here, will remain, and this will be the party wall. So that will be the size of the utility, and then from there all the way across we'll have a door at this side. That will be the guest bedroom. Rob went shopping the other day to pick up a few bits, and I asked him to get me some of this tape. It's the fiberglassy stuff that goes up here on the joints. Thank you to Brian and Simon, who advised me that if I don't do it with the tape, it's liable to crack because there's footfall on the ceiling above. So yeah, I will go over and put the tape on this and try and smooth it out, and then once Rob gets some more up, I can carry on and do it properly from the start, get the tape on and then fill it. We do have more plasterboard, so he's got no excuse. So yeah, we'll get on with that, and then we can start building these walls. He went to get me some more grout so I could finish this strip across here, and they were out of stock, so I can't finish this strip now until it comes back into stock. So back onto that.
Down in the valley where the roots lay low and the river bends while the water flows, you were laying down with your toes exposed on a rock you found with the morning's warmth. Oh, I'm glad that I found you. Oh, I'm glad that I found you. I'll call you on the boulevard to tell you love that I'm not too far from home, where I can hold you in my arms and play you songs on my own.
And because we've started getting below 0 temperatures on an evening, I have been out and covered all the citrus fruits with the little winter covers, and if you can see up there, and then the ones on the mine terrace up there. So yeah, they're all protected now, so I don't need to worry. And in here I've rolled up all the irrigation. It's all along the fence there, in preparation for strimming this lot. So yeah, all just tidying up jobs really. So another couple of months and it'll probably need a really good strim all the way around, but for now we'll start on this one. But in the meantime, I've got a few other jobs to do.
So we're back at the mine. We've had a few days of rain, so nice and dry today, so we're going to go down. I'm going to start digging out this collapse, and it's going to be a very long, very slow process. All the spoil will just dump on the ground here, and hopefully in the future we'll go through it and see if there's any artifacts or anything like this. We have been contacted by an archaeologist who has suggested that from what he sees, the type of cut marks, the niches that would have taken oil lamps, he's pretty sure it's Roman in origin, or from the Roman era. So yeah, that could be 2,000 years old.
Rocks in it, isn't there?
Yeah, very big, very heavy.
Don't know how we're going to get them out.
No, but I don't know. Try and break them up. This pile that I'm stood on will collapse. If I go from the level down there, which probably the actual floor is a bit lower than that, and it obviously goes downhill to this bit, that's got to be at least 2.5 metres deep in rubble and soil and granite blocks and all sorts. It's going to take a long time to do this. Yeah, but worth it. So, the mud at this point is about 5 inches deep, but this is the lowest point. Obviously there's a big build up just at the back of me here, which I'll just go to the side of it. Yeah, that's probably 7 inches at the side, so a lot deeper on this. What is basically an inside corner. So as water's run down, it's deposited grit and gravel and mud on this side. Yeah, so once all that's dug out that Mandy's stood on, which is at least 2 metres from this side, all the way across, it runs about here. So yeah, a good 2 metres deep. Once that's all dug out, then we can work our way up here and clear this channel all the way down to the floor, probably bedrock. Yeah, it's a lot of work. And a lot of hard work. Thank you for watching the latest video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, as ever, please subscribe, like, hit the notification bell, drop us a hype.
And a comment.
And a comment, yeah. That would be wonderful, thank you. The mine has slowed down a little bit, and it'll take quite a while to dig out all the...
There's only the two of us, so you're going to have to bear with us a little bit on that one.
Yeah, it's bucket by bucket and there's a lot to come out. But stick with us and you'll see where we get to with it. It could be very, very interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah, Rob actually works a couple of days a week now, so I'm left to try and sort the renovating out a bit more by myself.
Yeah.
So we've got that, plus we're trying to keep on with the renovating of the house, and obviously general farm work, clearing land, and so it's going to be when we get chance.
Yeah.
With the mine.
Yeah, it's but it's something we intend to get on with.
Yeah, we really want to get to that back bit and see what's in there if we can. Yeah, but we need to make it safe first.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's just there, and
out of reach.
Yeah, and there's so many other things to be getting on with that are probably more important. But that is so interesting. It's I love it. I think it's great.
It is. And another thing is, we believe one of our subscribers is going to try and send us a metal detector, so that's fantastic.
Yay.
So we can't wait to get that and start working with that as well down there. So yeah, lots to come on the mine. It's a beautiful sky tonight. I'll have to show you. But
Yeah, it's fab, isn't it?
Let me just turn camera around and show you.
There's a bit of everything up there tonight, isn't there? So, yeah, stick with us as we continue our journey. And thank you for your support. It means everything to us.
And it's very cold, so we're going in now.
It's cold. So, we will see you for the next video on Tuesday. In the meantime, look after yourselves, take care,
Have a good week.
and ciao for now.
Ciao for now. Bye.
Bye.